Hello, welcome to Harvey Watches. As always, thank you to those who've liked and subscribed to my videos. I really appreciate it. Please keep liking the videos if you would like to see more watches. For today's episode, we are looking at the Hans Hirsch Chronograph watch from 2006. The watch was made by Hans Hirsch as a private label watch, and so whilst it has the Hans Hirsch name on the back, the front bears the logo for whom it was made for, although we are not able to identify the logo. Hirsch are well known for making premium watch straps, so it was unusual to come across a watch that also bears the name. Hans Hirsch watches are related to Hirsch watch straps, although both companies are independent of each other. We could not find another watch like this one, although looking at other similar watches made by the same company, the non-private label versions appear to sell around for £120. Before we take a closer look at the watch, I would just like to add that this was actually a hard watch to film, as the crystal on the front is so large, no matter what angle we position the watch, it was catching the light and various reflections. The watch is quite large, measuring around 44mm across, 10mm thick and 40mm lug to lug. However, having said that, the watch doesn't actually have lugs or even pins in the traditional sense. Instead, this watch has a groove in the case that the watch strap pushes into, and then it's fixed in place by tightening two small screws at the back of the case. The case and back of the watch are made of polished stainless steel with three large chrome buttons on the right hand side. The strap is fairly thick, measuring around 38mm wide at its widest point, and is made of leather. Moving to the front of the watch, and whilst Dad is not a great fan of brown watches, he really likes the face and the colours on this one, as in certain lights it really gives off a copper-like sheen. Whilst the case is almost square, the face is covered with a large mineral crystal glass and has large circular track detailing both minute and hour markers. The hour markers being finished in silver that really catches the light. Whilst it is almost impossible to see it on the wrist, just inside the track is finely detailed tachymeter that also runs around the face. Given how tiny the markings for the tachymeter are, it's surprising it is actually there and must be there more for cosmetic reasons rather than functional. At the centre of the face drops down into the main display area. This has a logo at the top of the watch. What company this represents we don't know, and can only assume it was made for that company by Hans Hirsch. The centre of the watch has two very clear white hands that stand out really well from the watch with a clear white second hand. The hands are also illuminated, offering a fairly clear view of the time, in the dark although, like many watches of this price range. The illumination does not last long. The face also has three subdials. On the right, next to the 3 o'clock position, is a 24-hour dial, whilst on the left at 9 o'clock and below 6 o'clock are two sub-dials for the chronograph. This is started and stopped by the top right button and the reset with the bottom right button. The bottom button also acts as a split time if pressed whilst the chronograph is running. If we start the chronograph and speed things up a little bit so time flies by much faster, you can see how the second and minute subdials work. Then when you stop and reset the chronograph, the hands won't just shoot back to their original position. Instead, they will reverse and loop around again for as many times as they went forward until the chronograph is reset. The face also has a calendar window at the 4 o'clock position, which is set by pulling the crown out one stop and turning whilst pulling out the crown twice to adjust the hands. Like the front of the watch, the back of the watch is polished chrome and, as we detailed earlier, features a Hans Hirsch logo. We believe that under the case back is a Japanese quartz movement, although Dad couldn't actually remove the back to have a look. So there you have it, the Hans Hirsch Chronograph watch from 2006. I have to admit, I can see why Dad really likes this watch, as the colour of it is quite unusual and the brown leather strap matches it perfectly. I also really like the look of it, and for a watch built to be a promotional item, it feels and looks much better quality than a number of more expensive watches. Thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed these videos and would like to see more watches, please hit the like key and perhaps even subscribe. You can see more of our watches at www.modestwatches.com, and you can see my website at www.harveyp.com. Thank you for watching, have a great day, bye!